Moses the finisher. Look at the beginning and end of this portion. It begins with total obedience, and ends with total accomplishment, and in between says 7 times that all was as the Lord commanded. This is something by no means true of all the Bible characters. The delightful Joshua ended his days with much land yet to be possessed. Samson began to save Israel, but, great buffoon that he was, frittered his life and opportunities away. David did well until, at the halfway mark, he met Bathsheba and everything began to fall apart, so that in his frightful deathbed commission to Solomon there were loose ends still to be tied. In contrast, Nehemiah was a finisher. Paul had a driving ambition to be a finisher, and he succeeded. Preeminently, to the praise of God and our eternal security, the Lord Jesus Christ is the supreme example of the finisher. With what patience Moses carries through the tabernacle work. He receives the commission. In the original language there then is an abundance of the second personal singular verbs throughout chapters 25-30 that represent Moses as the great doer. Bezalel is called by God, but he and his team are directed by Moses. It is Moses who inspects and approves their work, who is put in charge of the construction, and who personally directs the details of the process of erection. All this is done with itemized care and planning. The recalcitrance of his people means that Moses is fighting his way forwards at every point. He has every incentive to give up in the face of daunting odds, but he does not. If we were to try to stand beside Moses the day the tabernacle is completed, words spring to mind: dedication, obedience, persistence, attention to detail, and devotion. We would have to write them all somehow into Moses' obituary. We should covet them for ourselves. Pilgrimage is not picnicking. Reflection. Remember the admonishment: let not the one who puts on his armor boast like the one who takes it off. Stand firm in your armor of God.